My name is Kaywan, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the Cytoskeleton Committee. Some of you might already be thinking, who cares? Oh wow, this is such a useless organelle. But I'm here to settle this once and for all, and I'm going to show you that a world without the cytoskeleton is a world in which there is a copious amount of chaos. The cytoskeleton is made up of microtubules, intermediate filaments, and microfilaments. All these parts work together to ensure that the cell is as stable as possible. You might be thinking that the cytoskeleton just gives the cell its shape, but no, it's much more versatile than that. The first component, microtubules, which are the largest of the three components, are crucial in performing many cell activities such as mitosis and meiosis, meaning that without this, centrioles wouldn't exist and cells couldn't split, and you'd be one sad cell. Microtubules are also the base for cilia and flagella, which are crucial for cell function. Cilia in your throat protect you from unwanted dust, bacteria, and mucus. So unless you would like to enjoy coughing every second of your life, you should thank those cilia. Also, sperm have flagella, which allow it to move. So without the flagella, you wouldn't be sitting right now listening to this wonderful speech. Finally, microtubules are also function as pathways for the intercellular movement. Transport vesicles would be rendered useless without us. They wouldn't be able to get to where they need to go. Now you're probably thinking, that's dumb, the cytoskeleton would probably just move around, the cytoplasm would probably just move around the organelles without the help of the cytoskeleton. But cytoplasmic streaming wouldn't be possible without us. That brings me to the next component, microfilaments, which are the smallest of the three and are only 7 nanometers in length. Despite them being so tiny, these actin filaments are extremely resistant and are important for tension. Microfilaments maintain cell shape and size, and without maintaining these, order would be lost and digestion would be extremely difficult. This would result in the lysosomes and peroxisomes not being able to function properly. Microfilaments also allow muscles to contract. Without muscle contraction, you, and along with every other animal, would instantly die since your heart wouldn't be able to beat. On top of that, microfilaments also allow cell motility and phagocytosis to occur. These microfilaments can actually stretch outside the cell boundaries to ingest materials. Without phagocytosis, chaos would ensue. For example, microglia wouldn't be able to ingest harmful amyloid beta plaques, and then your brain would fail to function properly with all this built-up plaque. Finally, the last component of the cytoskeleton, the intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments anchor organelles within the cell. So without the cytoskeleton, the organelles would be floating around, crashing into each other, and there would be chaos within the cell. And on top of keeping order in the cell, intermediate filaments are a crucial component of the nuclear lamina, which is responsible for regulating DNA replication. So you should thank the cytoskeleton for allowing that replication process to go on. Now, I would like to take some time to discredit every other organelle candidate. I would like to start off with the chloroplast. How in the world can the most important organelle be only compatible in plant cells and not even with animal cells? You do absolutely nothing for animal cells, and there are so many plants that don't even require sunlight. Next, the cell membrane. I mean, come on, anything can get by you if it's small enough. And you're the sole reason why cystic fibrosis is even a thing. That's awful. Then there are the ribosomes. You're basically brain dead. If you're making an awful protein, you do it without thought, and you continue to do it. Who would want to vote for such an ignorant candidate? Then there's the endomembrane system. The failure or malfunction of your system results in reverse development of proteins, which is catastrophic considering we're basically made up of proteins. Next, there are the vesicles, including lysosomes and peroxisomes. Where do I start? Lysosomes are the main cause for Tay-Sachs disease, one of the deadliest diseases. You end up lacking crucial chromosomes from time to time, and that lack of enzymes results in you not being able to break down lipids around the brain. That's like a mechanic forgetting to bring a toolbox to his job. He can't do his work. And peroxisomes most likely be useless without the cytoskeleton, since cell motility and cell size are crucial for digestion. Finally, the mitochondria. Boy oh boy, first of all, isn't it a little suspicious that a mitochondria has its own DNA? What are they trying to hide from everyone else? Mitochondrial malfunctioning also causes a long list of diseases, including Huntington's disease, mental retardation, diabetes, obesity, deafness, blindness, stroke, and even more. And on top of that, these diseases impact tens of millions of people every year. That's a lot of malfunctions, which means that's a lot of mistakes made on mitochondria's part. Would you want to vote for someone who makes mistakes left and right and is clearly hiding something from us? I think not. Think long and hard about your choices for this election and make the right decision. Vote for us, the cytoskeleton. But before I go, I must warn you. Without the cytoskeleton, the cell might as well be gelatin.